Hi everyone, it's Sandy Bacus here. My channel name is Sandy B. Stitcher, and this is a channel about cross stitch and a few other little things that I throw in here and there, but mostly cross stitch. Good morning to everyone. I hope everyone's doing well. It's been a pretty good week. Weather is really crappy, but it's getting into that time of year where you don't ever see the sunshine, and if it does peek out, it's only says hi and then it says goodbye. But it is what it is. So I have got a few things to show you this week. I got two whips. I have my bin of shame. Those are the things that I have stitched that got shoved away, never to see the light of day. This year I would like to see some finishes on that stuff. Try to get it FFO'd. I think the reason why it hasn't been up to this point is because there's a couple of reasons. Number one, I don't feel that I'm very good at fully finishing objects. I just don't have that, or at least I don't feel that I have that imagination to do anything other than throw it in a frame. And I see all the other things that people do, and I just can't imagine myself even coming up with something like that. So many times it just sits there. The other thing is I feel that takes away from my stitching time. So I think, do I want to stitch or do I want to finish? I want to stitch. Another reason just may be that I don't have confidence in doing it well. So I put it off and put it off. But I'm going to show you. Maybe it will spur me to work on a few of these throughout the year and get them finished into something so that I can enjoy them and they're not just sitting in a box. Okay, I want to get through this fairly quickly. Guess what? I won a contest. Blew me away. If you're familiar with the Facebook group Cross Stitch Finish Line, I joined that group a few years ago. And I have done a few of the sales, and I was trying to do the stitch-a-thons. And for the stitch-a-thons on Friday, well, it's usually every other weekend, and on Friday at 5, you put in a picture of your project or projects that you intend to work on for the weekend. And then you can stitch on them all you want to until Sunday at midnight. And then whenever you stop stitching, you put in a picture of your finished product, how far you got. And for every 500 stitches, and that's full crosses, you get your name in the pot to win a $50 gift certificate at the end of the year. And I won it. I was so shocked. So I contacted 123 Stitch by email yesterday and sent them my order, and they're working on it. I decided to get a couple of pieces of 25 count easy count for my two heights that I have upstairs, because I've decided to try to get those going here and sometime in the near future. And then I picked out a Rosewood Manor chart that I hadn't seen anybody else working on. And I know I didn't need any more charts, but I love Rosewood Manor. And let's see, what else did I pick out? Oh, another piece of fabric, a 14 count. I think it's called Queen Anne's lace. Decided to try that. It was something I hadn't had before. So those things will be coming on their way to me. And I was really pleased. So thank you to Joe for adminning the group and for giving this certificate every year. I was very pleased and happy to have won it. Talking about Cross Stitch Finish Line, I also intend this year to try to work on, again, the Stitchathons. Just did one this weekend. I managed to get in 1,023 stitches on Quaker Diamonds. And I used those Stitchathons to try to get some major progress going on something. And also they have many other sales throughout the year. And I decided that this year I'm going to attempt to do some of the sales. If it's a sale that works with what I'm working on at the time, so that I don't have to specifically go out and create something for it. Okay, so let's see. The next thing is that I'd like to announce the winner of the Short and Sassy Sayings 2, and it is Cindy Cannon. So Cindy, I have your address, so I will get this in the mail to you. And I apologize to Verpy. Your chart, I had it in an envelope. It was ready to go. I needed to address it, and it got buried. So I have it here, and I will send that out this week also. I apologize. I'm really bad about that kind of stuff. I am very organized, but sometimes things just snowball on me. Okay, now a new chart to give away for next time. And this is so pretty. Look at this. I love, oh, some glare there. I love color, and this has got color. I love flowers too. And I was really tempted to try to stitch this one myself, but I've already got so many things going that I held myself back. So we'll be giving this one away. It's called Wild Roses. And let's see if I can see the size of it here. The stitch count. 149 high by 85 wide. It uses regular cross stitch, back stitch, straight stitch, lazy daisy, French knot, blended French knot, and then it has the ribbon bow. And so this would bring a lot of joy, I think, to someone stitching this, because working on those colors would make me feel really, really good. I can get it without too much glare. So if you're interested in stitching this, just say you'd like to stitch the Wild Roses, and we'll get that out to somebody. Okay, next I'm going to show you my whips that I stitched on. In the first part of the week, I was stitching on Japanese Garden, and I got some more accomplished on that. So let me hold that one up here. Here we go. And see all this blue in here? I got all that in, and I filled in. Remember I said I was filling in all these sections along here, and these solid colors, I got that all filled in. And I'm continuing my way down. My goal on this one is to finish down here and finish this page. And then we'll move on to the other side. This again is one of my older whips, and it's going to be a focus for the first half of this year. And of course, I stitched on Quaker Diamonds, and this is my goal to finish. And I don't know if I'm going to get it done before the end of the month, because we're already, oh, I didn't tell you the date again. There I go. See, I just get to talking. It's Monday, and it is January 13th, 2020, or 2020, however anybody wants to say it. I'm not sure what the best way to say that is. I guess after people start saying it all the time, then I guess we'll realize how we're planning to do it. But it's either 2020 or 2019. So here we go. And you can see that I was working. I think I had the M in there the last time you saw it, but I did, and a little bit of this up here, but I did a lot of filling in all the way down. I did have the T and the D, but there was some other little pieces in here that I had to fill in, plus inside the D and then on down. I'm almost down now. There's one little thing right here in the middle of this, and then I'll be moving on over and finishing up that diamond. And so the next time you see it, this whole section, this whole thing should be done. And because like I said, I am making this my focus. And this morning, I got out Mini Mount Cabot Home, my Hade. Just put a few stitches in it, so I'm not going to really pull it over here to show it to you. But this week, I will be working mostly on my Hade and Quaker Diamonds. And when Quaker Diamonds gets finished, then I will make Japanese Garden my focus with Mini Mount Cabot Home and work on that for a while and then see. Maybe I'll pull something else out to start working on. I am going to have a new start because one of the sales for Cross Stitch Finish Line, in fact, I think it's tomorrow, is an excuse to have a new start. So I haven't made up my mind for sure what it is I'm going to start, but I'm going to get it ready this afternoon, so it'll be ready to go tomorrow. And that sale runs from tomorrow through Thursday. So I probably will be working on that new start for at least those days, and then go back to Quaker Diamonds. So we'll get them done. All right. Dum da da dum. Here comes the bin of shame. I think I'm ready for it now. Let me check my list. Talked about that. Yep. It's time for the bin of shame. Oh, all right. Some of these you have not, if you haven't been watching for a long time, some of these you'll have never seen. Okay, first of all, this one was hanging up there. Oh, glory. 14 count coffee tea dyed Ada. And actually, I think the name of the chart was Long May She Wave, which is what it says through the middle here. And it's finished. I just need to do something with it. I have it upstairs hanging on this little hanger. Okay, now the next thing, I'm really ashamed about this. This was supposed to be for my daughter's birthday in 2018. Oh, God. That is really sad, isn't it? I didn't get the stitching done because I didn't start it until like a month before her birthday. And I didn't get the stitching done in time for her birthday, so then I thought, oh, okay, I'll get it done for Christmas. Well, I did get the stitching done in time for Christmas, and then it sat on this board ever since. And these were quilt blocks that Lynette, Homesteading on the Home Front, had created, and she put them out there on Google Docs, and I went in and I picked them out. There were, quite a few of these. And I picked out a couple, and I picked my own colors because she didn't have any colors. And so I picked the colors based on what I thought that my daughter would like. And I stitched this all up, and I was going to make it into a wall hanging. Well, therein lies the rub. I've never made a wall hanging. So I went on the internet, and I watched somebody's video about making couple wall hangings. And then that was as far as it went because I've never done it before. I don't have the confidence to just pick it up and go make a wall hanging. So I have the hanger purchased for it. I have some fabric purchased that I thought I might use for it. And the more I've thought about it, I've thought, well, maybe I should not try to do as following those other tutorials and just do something very, very simple. And so that's where I'm kind of leaning now. My daughter's birthday's coming up again in August, but I don't think that I should wait that long. She has seen this. She knows that I stitched it, but she also knows me. And she is a bigger procrastinator than I am. So, oh boy. Okay, now we're going to go to the bin. And we're going to start digging these out. And some of these, I'm not even going to remember what the names of them are. But anyways, here's this one. I think this was called Established with Love. And this was a real fun stitch. It's 14 count coffee tea dyed Aida. And this had some really, really dark on the back of it, so I chose this portion of it to do the stitching on. So there's that one. And I have no idea what I'm going to do with these things, whether I'm going to frame them, or whether I'm going to make little pillows or little whatevers. I'm going to do something, but I'm going to have to get it done. Bayside Cottage. This is Dimensions Petites. Took me forever to get that back stitch done on this, but I did do it. And it was, I think this was either 16 count or 18 count Aida. Not sure. Okay, the next one, my Santa. This was an Alma Lynn. It's Christmas. And that's really, I love that Santa. And this was a really fun stitch. And again, this is on 14 count coffee tea dyed Aida. I had coffee tea dyed a great big piece of Aida and then just kept cutting it into pieces to do some different stitches on. Okay, and next, let's see what we got here. These I have all rolled up. This one is, these are Brooks books, and I can't remember. Let me look here a minute. I've got two of these. I got to remember which is which. I think, all right, I'm not sure, but I think that this one is Spring House and one is Summer House. This one might be Spring House. I could probably go look to see, because the one is on a smaller count fabric and I marked it down. So that, boy, I don't think that's kind of blowing out, isn't it? Let me see if I hold, oh, there, that's much better. These were fun, and I have two more of these. I have Winter House and Autumn House. I think it's Autumn or Fall House or something. These were freebies. Okay, there's that one. And then here's the other one. I did this one a smaller count. That one was 14 count, like a light blue Aida. And this one is, I believe, 16 count, light blue Aida. Aren't those cute? Fun stitches. Okay, now let's see what we got next here. Oh yeah, I remember doing this one. This is my Scarecrow. This came out of the big book of holidays, and I did him for a sale, I think, on Cross Stitch Finish Line for Halloween. Isn't he cute? Okay, and let's see, what else do we have here? Okay, now I did a bunch of outhouses. My plan is to get these framed and put them in my downstairs bathroom. And I was going to stitch a certain number of them, and then I kind of got tired of doing outhouses. So I moved on to some other things, and I just never got these framed. So here is, this was from a book. I believe it was Stony Creek, if I remember correctly. It's been a while since I stitched these. Yeah, I think it was. It's Stony Creek, and I still have the booklet up there so that I could do more if I decide to. But this fits all sizes. Sometimes I think that about right there you get a good picture. And then this one, I did this one on I think this is like a light blue. And these are all 14 count. This one is called Occupied. Love the sunflowers. And the idea that the toilet paper is hanging on the outside of the outhouse cracks me up. Hopefully there's some hanging on the inside too. And this is the last one. This is on a green Ada, and it is Ma and Pa. It had another name, but I was selling this with Sandra Stitches, I think it was. It's been so long ago, but I think that's, and she'd finished hers long before I ever did. And she always called it Ma and Pa, so I think it was Side by Side is the actual name of the chart. But she was always calling it Ma and Pa, so then I started calling it that too. And pull it back a little bit. Aren't those adorable? And there's quite a few more in the book. There's even a Christmas one. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is my bin of shame. I guess it could be worse, huh? I had quite a few in there, and then I did a little bit of finishing. Oh, geez, I don't know. It's been I think it's over a year ago. But anyways, there it is. There's what I've stitched on this week. There's what I need to FFO. You know what I got coming because I won the contest. I had to put a little bit of money with the gift certificate to get everything that was on my list. But I guess that's about it for the coming week. Like I said, I'm going to stitch on Minnie Mouse Cabin Home. Going to stitch on that new start, whatever it is. You'll have to tune in next week and find out what the new start is because I'm not really sure. It might be that Thomas Kincaid, but I'm not sure yet because I have something else. Actually, I have a couple of something else's up there ready to go. And then after Thursday, I will try to get some more stitches into Quaker Diamond. So you'll need to tune in next week. Hopefully it'll be next week and find out where we're at. Everybody seems to be doing okay. We are working at our new plans for 2020 as far as getting our lives in order, and everything seems so far to be going really well. So I'm just going to get out of here and stop yammering at you and look forward to seeing all of you next week. So I hope everybody enjoys their stitching. Have a really, really good week wherever you are. Prayers to anybody who needs them for anything. And I guess that's it. So love and hugs. See ya. Bye-bye.